What happens when the people you just rescued from slavery completely lose their minds in the middle of the desert? Today, we are diving into one of the most intense, wild stories in all of ancient history. It is a tale of catastrophic failure, broken promises, and the impossible weight of true leadership. Let's look at the golden calf. The Israelites were miraculously led out of slavery, but now they are stuck waiting in a barren desert. Moses, the one guy who actually talks to God, has vanished up a smoking mountain for 40 days. As the days drag on, their anxiety curdles into full-blown panic. The silence from the top of the mountain is absolutely deafening. Their certainty crumbles away, leaving a desperate void that needs to be filled immediately. The crowd reaches its breaking point and turns on Moses' brother, Aaron. They demand a God they can actually see and touch, dismissing Moses as just this fellow who is probably dead in a ditch somewhere. But Aaron doesn't calm them down. He caves completely and leads the project. He melts their gold jewelry, builds an altar, crafts a calf, and declares a festival. He tries to mash pagan idolatry together with their actual faith to control the chaos. It is a massive, catastrophic failure of leadership. Meanwhile, at the top of the mountain, God sees the wild, out-of-control party happening below. His judgment is swift and final. He tells Moses he is going to wipe them all out and start a brand new nation with him. But Moses doesn't just accept it. He steps into the role of the ultimate advocate. He argues, debates, and begs God to remember his own reputation and his ancient promises. And incredibly, the Lord changes his mind. Total annihilation is called off, simply because one man was brave enough to speak up. Unaware of the exact extent of the chaos below, Moses begins his descent, holding the 2 sacred stone tablets. As he gets closer, he hears the noise and sees the wild dancing. His anger completely explodes. He throws the heavy tablets to the ground, shattering them into pieces. The law is physically broken before it's even read to the people. Then he burns the golden idol, grinds it to absolute dust, mixes it with water, and forces the Israelites to drink it. They literally have to ingest their own failure. With the party violently shut down, Moses confronts Aaron and demands an explanation for this disaster. Aaron, terrified, immediately blames the people. Then he delivers what might be the worst excuse in recorded history. He looks at Moses and says, "I threw the gold in the fire, and poof, out came this calf." It is a blatant, almost comical refusal to take any personal responsibility for the idolatry he facilitated. Order desperately needs to be restored to the fractured camp. Moses stands at the entrance and forces a choice with absolutely no gray area. He draws a line in the sand and shouts, "Whoever is for the Lord, come to me." He demands total allegiance. Out of the entire massive camp, only the Levites, Moses' own tribe, step up and cross the line to stand by his side. What follows is incredibly dark. Moses relays a chilling, uncompromising order to the Levites. Take your swords and kill the active idolaters. Do not spare your brother, your friend, or your neighbor. It is a horrifyingly brutal purge designed to violently cut the cancer of rebellion out of the camp. About 3,000 people are killed by their own countrymen that day, a stark, awful number, showing the ultimate, deadly price of betrayal. The immediate rebellion is crushed, but the heavy weight of the sin remains. Moses goes back up the mountain and offers the ultimate sacrifice. He pleads with God to forgive them, adding a staggering condition. If not, please blot me out of your book. He is completely willing to share their damnation. God refuses to blot Moses out and agrees to let the people live, but the relationship is severely damaged. An angel will lead them instead of God's direct presence, and a plague strikes the camp. It is a fractured forgiveness, leaving lasting scars. All right, we've witnessed the panic, the purge, and the shattered tablets. Now let me leave you with 2 questions to sit with. First, Aaron caved to the crowd because he was afraid of losing control. Where in your life are you compromising your core values just to keep the peace? Second, Moses was willing to give up his own life and legacy to save a group of people who had completely failed. Who are you fiercely advocating for when they are at their absolute worst? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.